Hi students, now we can discuss what is lyric. The lyric is the most delightful and pleasing form of poetry. It is generally subjective. Lyric poetry, in its original meaning, was poetry composed to be sung to the accompaniment of a lyre. The lyre was a simple Greek musical instrument. The Greek idea of the lyric suggests its intimate connection with music. A lyric is defined as a poem that expresses a single emotion. Over elaboration of an emotion result in the loss of effectiveness. So a lyric is generally short. In a lyric, the quality of emotion is important. The language and imagery of a lyric must be characterized by beauty, priority, and harmony. Then we can have a few types of lyric poetry, such as the love lyric, the lyric of patriotism, the lyric of religious emotion, and the lyric of joy. Then now we can move on to the subject matter of a lyric. In a lyric poetry, the poet is occupied with himself, his thought, feeling, and emotion constitute the subject matter of his lyric. The lyric become a mirror to his personality. Even the title of poems are no indication as to their themes. For example, Ode to the Nightingale and Ode to the Shylock are not about birds. In highly composite poetry, it is difficult to draw the distinction between subjectivity and objectivity. So, it is generally said that the epic, the ballad, dramatic poetry are objective and lyric is subjective. Some forms of lyric lead us to meditative and philosophic moods, as in them the elements of thought and reflection are dominates. Then we can see the structure of a lyric poetry. A lyric can be divided into three parts: motive, statement, conclusion. The first is motive. It states the emotion and comprises the few lines of the first portion. The motive is the sudden provocation of the poet to compose. It may be a nightingale song, as in the case of Keats, or the song of a reaper girl, in the case of Wordsworth. In fact, the motive is only an excuse for the poet to express his own emotion and feelings. The second part of lyric consists of the poet's thought, emotion, and feeling. This may be termed as statement. In Ode to the West Wind, Shelley muses over revolution. In Ode to the Nightingale, Keats meditates over the weariness of life. The third part of lyric is conclusion, that comes when the emotion subsides. It is a conclusion, reflection, or resolution. Keats reflects on a beauty at the end of his famous ode on a Grecian urn. So much of the beauty of a lyric depends on its expression. So the poet has to choose words and their arrangement with great care. The combination of lines, rhythm, and rhyme scheme are very important. Each stanza should correspond to the emotion expressed. Smoothness, hardness of the word, slowness or rapidity of the movement, alliteration, rhyme, rhythm, melody, and even some irregularity get hold upon reader's imagination and intensify his enjoyment of the lyric. So every lyric poetry must be conscious of all these facts. Thank you.